it's for the brave. So that being said, let's go. Let's start doing this. Let me share my screen. So this week, I still want to focus on this asset. I mean, I think there is a lot that needs to be done, and I think there's still more move that's meant to be done anyway. So for that reason, I want to focus on this asset because,
Manjit bhai, पे जाना है मैंने.
huh?
Sorry, I didn't know my mic was on.
Okay, no problem. So basically, gold is still meant to go up from the 5th. So I mean, one thing that I've noticed and in my years of trading is basically when these small down moves happen and I try to capitalize on a very well established trend, sometimes it doesn't play out. So I want to try to avoid it. I mean, last week we tried to sell true on, was it not Tuesday that we wanted to sell? I think we wanted to sell on Tuesday, exit on Friday. I'm not sure. But what tends to happen was Tuesday, it didn't really happen. But if you had got an entry, maybe for someone from up there, you might have been saved a little bit because market actually ended up getting down here. It's about 300 and something pips. If you're quick enough, you could have taken some of that, at least 100 plus pip, maybe 150 pips off the table before it does all of this stuff. So that being said, I'm still expecting a down move. It might not be major, it might be a minor move, but there's a possibility that one will happen tomorrow. So tomorrow up until on the 5th, which 5th should be Wednesday again, right here, and then we should see an up move. Now, the first thing I just want to do is before I even make that, I want to check what probabilities has to say about this and what COT has to say about it. Let's check what the big banks have to say about this first, because that's what's going to actually determine what's going to happen. But from the looks of it, I think gold is still going to keep setting records. So there'll be more records on gold setting up to the higher side. So what I'm seeing is a lot of buying. These guys are buying, man. These guys are still buying gold. And these guys are now selling. Last week, these guys were actually selling gold more than they were buying. So this week, they're not buying gold more, and these guys are selling. So looking at that, it's been flat out for a while now, and it's coming just a little bit of bump to the upside. We're not focusing on non-commercial, reportable. But we got that bump, that slight bump right here. So it's kind of a massive buying power coming into play. It's not major, but it's sufficient enough to get a boost. So what I'm gonna do next is just check on the probability and see what's the chances, what's the percentage in getting the results that we would like to get on the buy side. So first, second, that's third trading day on Wednesday. So I'm going to focus just on the buy. I don't want to do the sell right now. I just want to focus on the buy. So that's the third trading day, and we have a 62%, 50%, 75, 75. So literally in August, we have a massive buying power to the 8th trading day in August, which should be 5, 6, 7, next week, Wednesday. So we have up until next week, Wednesday to buy. So like a week, basically. I mean, but the thing about this asset is, since it hasn't done a new high, it's literally done a brand new high. It's kind of weird in terms of knowing the sell, where we're gonna, sell back down if we wanted to sell, for example, because there's a short opportunity, there's a short sell opportunity between tomorrow and Wednesday. Now, if we get that right, that could happen. Price could retest the 50 moving average on the 4 hours, which could give us 400 pips, or price could just shoot out. Now, this is where risk management has to come into play, because quite frankly, I want to focus on just gold. I mean, there are so many other assets that play now, but for now, for me personally, I want to focus on gold. And that being said, because the probability looks nice, the COT looks nice in terms of the buy, and the seasonal also looks nice in terms of the buy on the 5th right here, on the 6th, 5th right here, which is on Wednesday. So for me, Wednesday is the day to trade this asset, to buy this asset. But for those that want to take the sell chance because price, quite frankly, if you look at price has gone way beyond what we've ever expected. I mean, the last time we had a zone right here when we wanted to buy it, lo and behold, price came in, touched it a little bit, just touched the zone, tapped the edge of the zone, and ran up at least 1,809 pips. I think I came out right here, somewhere around here, 1,500 pips. I think around here, this is what it came out, right? Yeah, 1,500 and some pips. So I still want to go back in terms of the buy, but I'm very skeptical because I know the sell is coming. So for those guys, now this is what it is. There's two places. There's two ways to play this out. If you want to sell this asset, you can sell tomorrow, but just know it's a high risk. Now, if you sell it, I would recommend you find a way to edge yourself in this. You understand? But in that case, you would, you'd be taking a massive risk, a very massive risk. I'd rather wait to Wednesday to buy because it seems to be there's a heavier buying power than the selling power in this game. And as I said before, whenever you see like a small downtrend, gold has done that to me so many times. Did that to me last year and the year before that. I try to capitalize on the small sell, and price never did that small sell. So in that respect, I would I would like to wait to Wednesday to buy this. That's my own verdict on this. So, wait to Wednesday and find a way to buy this. Now, if I notice that price seems to get here, maybe the market open and price got here and get stuck. When price opens tonight, for example, price goes up, touch here, and then kind of bounce back down, and I go like a 15 minutes time frame, and I get a sell entry to sell, I, I will take that sell. Personally, I would take that sell because I had the leverage to hold now for the trade. If you don't have the leverage to hold, just wait. If you have a leverage to hold on the trade, just wait and get a good entry and take the sell down, but have a close stop loss. And for those that have the EA for the automatic stop loss, always set that. Maximum at 30 pips on gold. When prices go 30 pips on gold, you should have locked yourself in. Don't risk it. I mean, 30 pips on gold is like less than 15 minutes if it's going to do something good. I mean, this is like 43 pips right here. So that's that on gold. So in regards to gold, does anyone like have any questions on what to do? I feel like I might have confused anyone. Oh, hey Mukhtar, hey Cortland, Aslan, Menzi.
Where are you looking price to reach?
For the sell or the buy?
For the buy, where do you want the price to pull back to?
Ideally, what I want to see is price pull back to here, around the 50 moving average right here. So somewhere in this weak support area right here is what I would love to see. You understand? But let's try insert some moving averages because it seems to respect a lot of moving averages recently. So I'm gonna go, down. So I'm gonna go for the 200 first, see where the 200 lies in the, Okay, definitely this a no right here, and let me see where the 20 lies. So let's go 20.
Hey, hi.
How you doing, Shana? Was you good?
Fine, fine. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah.
So like, see, this is what's gonna happen. Like, price could get here and stop, but I wouldn't want to get in right here. To me, right now, it's very risky. I want price to pull down here. Somewhere around here would be ideal. So around 191, 19, oh no, 192 actually, 192.3. You understand? With the 50 moving average, somewhere down here would be the ideal part for me to go in. But um, what I want to do is, wait to see where price gets to on Wednesday. So I wouldn't go in directly. I'll just wait to Wednesday and see which of the moving average price is closest to. Whichever one that is closest to on a Wednesday, that's what I'll be going for in the 4 hours. In regards to when you check it on 1 hour, I mean, price could pull back right here. Let me just mark this and go back to the 4 hours and see which moving average is right there, if there's any. So it's just very close to where the 20 is. I wouldn't go in right here. So I would just literally forget this chart, come back on Wednesday. If price happens to bottom out somewhere around here, that'll be perfect. If not, we go to play node, what's it called? This. Go support and resistance, and let's see where 1 hour maybe we get some. Yeah, I'll probably wait till here. Even in that case, actually, I'll wait till here. This is what I want to see right here. There's a 200 moving average literally right here. You understand? Just around this area of pocket of consolidation, right? Area of pocket of liquidity right here. So around here would be my zone. And the main reason I picked this spot is because price consolidated and broke out of this zone and hasn't actually retested that zone once it left. So, but 200 moving average right here on the 1 hour will be my best bet, which should be exactly where the 50 moving average is right here. You see where the 50 moving average lies? Like they both lie around the same part. So the 200 moving average and the 50 moving average are right there. 50 moving average on what's it called? On the 4 hours, 200 moving average on 1 hour. So right here would be, the ideal entry, which then leaves the question is, if we know price might get here, what do we do with this, 500 pips? Can we capitalize on it? And the only reason I'll be capitalizing on this is if price kind of reach here at the double top, triple top. Let me see. Did they touch it right? Let me just move this down a little bit. Right here, if price tends to reach here, like you see right here, and then once price gets here and I wait for that candle to close, maybe like a 1 hour candle to close, and see what it does. If the candle seems to be having massive wicks, pulling down, having wicks, I'll just go on the lower time frame, maybe 15 minutes, look for the next piece of entry and go for it. You understand? But I'll wait to see what the candle does. If it closes above here, I'll just scrap the sell totally. I wouldn't even go in for the sell. But if it touches here and started moving back down, then I'll take the sell. But then it's going to be a massive fight because you have, the 20 moving average and the 50 moving average just right here. So price must break these moving averages. And that's the issue we had the last time, because price couldn't break the 50 moving average. So we then ran up back to the 20 moving average and acted as a dynamic support. So in terms of entry, my ideal entry for the buy on Wednesday will be down here, which is about 553 pips away from where price is currently. You understand? But if you want to capitalize on the sell and take that 553 pips, in the meantime, you can wait for price to get here, wait on the 1 hour and see if the candle closes above. If price does not close above and it seems to, give a massive wick, something like this or something like this right here, you understand? Then you can go in for the sell. You can go in for the sell with your indicators and have a reasonable size stop loss, and take that sell and take your profit right here. Under no condition, you should let it exceed this part. Take your profit right here. If price seems to break this 2 moving average, just take it right here. But for those that want to be extra super safe, you can just wait for the 1 hour candle to close below these moving averages, the 20 and the 50. If price closes below it, then when price comes back and retests where this red dot is right here, then take your sell, and then you can still profit about 429 pips. I hope that answers the question on the buy area. The buy is right here. Yep. Kotlin, I don't know if that's clear enough.
Oh, yeah. No, that was. I was just
Okay.
listening.
All right, no problem. So basically, that's literally what I want to do for Go. I want to be patient and wait to go in on Wednesday, but there's an entry tomorrow, which is tonight, to be honest. So if price comes here and retrace back down, I'll take that. If I take a loss on that, it's a loss. But I'm not looking to take any loss on this asset, to be quite frank. So if it's not worth the risk for me, for my personal analysis, I won't take it. That's if price closes above. I'll wait for the candle to finish. If price closes above here, it's not worth it for me to take the risk. If price closes below here, then it's worth it to take the risk. But I'll be very careful when price reaches about 100 pips into the game. I'll knock myself in about 20, 30 pips. So just in case price pulls back, I would have, made that 20, 30 pips gain, which is almost nothing, to be quite frank, compared to what we've taken. But it is, you know, it is what it is. If I can get another 500 pips out of this or 600 pips, that'll be beautiful. But if not, I'll just wait to Wednesday and buy back up. So literally, that sums it up for gold. That's what I'm doing on gold. Is there any questions on gold? Anything?
No.
No. Should we just
No.
check? Should we just check another asset and see what other assets are doing? Personally, I just want to trade gold, but I'll just check another asset if someone is like, you know, if you don't want to like go in a very volatile market, you want to go into something slightly more stable. Just run through the seasonalities and see what we can find. Okay, this personally, nah, this is not worth it. This is just small chunks, so it's not worth it. Let me check JPY. See what JPY says or other assets are saying. Has anybody traded something else? I haven't traded anything else. Has anyone traded something else recently?
Just the cryptocurrencies. I started doing that.
Oof, man, crypto slightly risky for me, but if it works for you, bro, that's good. Would you like a seasonality on crypto?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'll get someone to look into that for you. Okay, so which crypto, by the way?
I mean, the only two that I've really looked at is Bitcoin and Ethereum because those are the ones that are most talked about.
Yeah, the two majors in the game.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'll get someone to look into their seasonalities. Okay. That being said, so which asset is this? JPY might seem to be going up. You know, but that would happen by, I would rather wait till somewhere around 8 right here. Yeah, around, no, 6, between 6 and 8 would be the best time to trade JPY, you know, for like a buy or something. Let's check. Maybe we can find out. Okay, let me just go check JPY. Let's see what JPY has been doing. So it's about to gain strength, and if JPY gains strength, that means this gonna fall. So that could be a good one to go into. Let's see if it moves with seasonal since. Okay, on the 3rd, that's tomorrow. So on the 17th, it was meant to gain strength. Let's see what it did on the 17th. Hey. Nope, definitely not even touching this on the 17th. I'm not gonna look at that. I'm just literally running through it, so just to see if I can find anything else that might be interesting. Personally, for me, I'm just gonna focus on gold, but I just want to look in terms of this. Oh, this looks good. Just by looking at it, looks good enough for me. So on the 17th, it should have gained some strength up until 17th, up until 1st. It's quite a bumpy one, but let's see, up until 3rd, and then it's gonna dip. So 3rd yet, got rated. Anybody that was in this got rated. Price might actually come back somewhere around here, but this right here. There's a resistance level right here on the daily, so price might actually do this and then just collapse and go back here. How big is this? 200 pips. Not that much, but something. Let me check this out on. Let's check what the COT report has to say for these guys first. I just want to check another asset just to give a little bit of variation for guys that want to trade something else. I'm not trading this. The JPY doesn't seem to be, you know, very interesting for the commercial guys, so I'm just gonna stay off that. You know, but if someone wants to trade it, there's a possibility that this might go down. But to me, it is risky, so I won't trade that. Is there anything anyone actually has in particular that they want me to check on? I guess that's it. Like everyone is comfortable with gold. No, definitely not that. Let's check USD. Wow. Okay. Funny enough, it seems like the USD has been playing out because it's been falling. That actually been falling. So it was meant to start falling at the 9th of 07. Let's see when did we start falling again. So if you're actually going in on the 9th of 07 right here, you put your stop loss right here. That's a lot of stop loss, 59 pips. Now you'll have probably gone in somewhere close to right here. Yeah. Put your stop loss right here, about 41 pips stop loss. You should have been fine. But that's a story for another day. So quite frankly, guys, I think I'm just gonna trade gold only. I mean, personally, I can't like literally see something else that I'm interested in right now. I want to play it ultra safe because, you know, for those that have traded gold, I mean, that should have made back whatever, you know, you've like invested in the past 4 months, 5 months that we haven't properly traded. You know, so that's one. But if you haven't been profiting from it, you would actually have another opportunity to profit from it. Someone said AUD USD. Let's check AUD. All right, let's see AUD USD. Just one of them ones, guys. Like I literally didn't prepare for anything. I just got home, so and the only thing that's on my mind is just gold. It's literally done miracles. Aslan, I think AUD USD looks good, but this seasonality for me is not cutting it. It's too bumpy. It's very, very bumpy. I don't want to be day trading. I want to trade in terms of investment. You know, you have to think about it as investment. So for me personally, from an investment perspective, this is bad until right here on the 16th. Then I can, you know, bottom out, you know, on this. But this is a very, very good one. It looks very good. I don't know how many pips it drops. Not too big, but it is something that we can capitalize on. But right now, if you look at the AUD seasonality, they're more on the long side. The commercials are more on the long side for AUD than you know, than the short side. I mean, that's given that personally from the seasonality say short. You know, I want to short this, so I'll wait for these guys to switch, for them from their buyers to switch. Once their buyers switch to the short side on the COT, then I give it a right. I give it a check. But that could happen around this time on the 16th. So about how many weeks from now should that be? About 2 weeks from now, that should happen. The buyers should switch on that. So, yeah. But if you want to take it, you know, we can check on probabilities and see what probabilities have to, you know, to say about it, and then we can then, you know, let's see. Oh, all right. We can see what, you know, what possibilities might be there to trade this right now in this week. But personally, I won't touch it. I just wouldn't touch it. For now, personally, my own way, I wouldn't touch it. So days, the first trading day is tomorrow. So you got a 50-50, then a buy. So your sell should start from the third trading day, which should be, if I'm not mistaken, Wednesday. So if you want to actually sell AUD USD, Wednesday will be the best chance that you got to sell. I wouldn't suggest buying. I wouldn't actually recommend buying right now. So on the 4th right here, you might have a chance based on the 15 years and 32 years, but the 5 years doesn't really seem to be favorable. So, which is Tuesday, but I'll wait. If anything, you can catch it on Tuesday week, Tuesday/Wednesday, which, if I'm not mistaken, right here, right around here, where price is right now, will be your best bet. I mean, if you catch it somewhere within here, you have 40-something pips stop loss, maybe 52 pips stop loss. Let's narrow that down. Let's see if we can cut that down. Okay, beautiful. So from looking at this by itself on the 4 hours with a PZ, all I can see is right there. You know, you can catch an entry somewhere around here and set your stop loss somewhere around here. About 30 pips stop loss should be perfect. 30 pips stop loss, a sell. First take profit should be somewhere around here, because definitely once price gets here, we'll definitely pull back. So about 100 pips, and then second take profit about 160 pips, and then you can just scroll down to 200 pips. So this actually does look good from a technical perspective, but I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to diversify, man. I mean, close to 200 the last time that I traded gold, so I'm pretty much okay with sticking with gold right now. But if you want to do this, right here, trend support, it just broke trend basically. So if anything, price will retrace back up a little bit, you know, probably to this zone, and then break trend one more time, and then that's it. So that should give you a good one for AUD USD. Yeah, you're correct. I mean, that should give us an opportunity. So apart from that, guys, I mean, that's literally all what I have for today. My prime focus is gold, and let the EMA be your guide. So EMA getting gold from down here, but if price opens and goes up here, we'll probably sell from here. If price, wait for price to close on 1 hour. If it closes above here, just let it go. Don't trade. Don't try to sell it back down. If you do that, you might blow your account. Just wait for price to go back down below this line, then sell. If you want to be super safe, wait for price to close below the 50 moving average on the 1 hour, then sell. That gives you a super safe, option. Use your indicators; they're there to help you. And yeah, and then if you want to buy, just wait to 200 moving average. Don't just buy exactly on the 200 moving average. That's not what we're gonna do. Once price hits the 200 moving average, wait for a buy candle either on the 15 or 5 minute, and then buy. You understand? And then set your stop loss to be below the 200 moving average. Well, this is gonna be a bumpy one. I mean, it says that because gold is very volatile, the stop loss would be very massive. You know, you could have a 50 pip stop loss. So in that case, if you have $1,000 or $1,000 account, you know, don't risk more than you can chew on this. You can go in with 0.01, so only risking about 40 pounds or $40, because when price tends to go up to about 500 and some pips, if you're going in with 0.01, for example, that would be about 58 pounds or $58. Now, let's say you compiled and get like 10 positions, very, wisely when you're going up. That should give you at least $500 to, $500. But if you go with 0.02, that should give you about $1,000, just on this up move alone. So, that's basically it, guys. And yeah, there's a high possibility that once price gets back to the 50 moving average, or right here, price will try to consolidate. So you can take off some money off the table right here, and then leave the rest to ride higher. Okay. Is there any question, guys? Any questions? Yes, no? Maybe so.
No question.
Okay. We're good then. If you guys have any questions, man, just hit me up in the chat room. I'm there. Or you can just call me. You guys have me on Telegram. You can just call me directly if you need anything, and I'll be glad to assist you as much as I can. Okay. So trade of the week is still gold. If you wanna, take something else, you can go for the AUD USD. You have the seasonality and probability. Just shoot it and go for it when you find a very ideal chance. With probability, Wednesday will be the best time to sell AUD USD. And that's that one. And with the probability, gold, Wednesday will be the best time to buy gold. So that's it, guys. So that's it for this week. And literally, that's it, guys. I literally have nothing else to say. So have a lovely weekend. I mean, it's already over. Enjoy the rest of it, and let's go kill the week. Let's make some money, guys. Make some good money. All right. Take care of yourself, guys, and I'll speak to you guys later. Bye.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome, bro. Take care of yourself, Aslan. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.